Oh, there you are. This is a show that we call Top Shelf Quality Productions presents Top Shelf Quality's Late Night Live Tonight. It's what we call it. It's what the network calls it, and it's what you call it at home when you tune in. And we are going to have an absolutely wonderful time, as we do every night, because we've got what it comes down to is nothing more or less than a stellar show. A stellar show that I think you'll enjoy. But before we get to it, and our special guest, too, all I'll say is check out the hardware on this gentleman's jacket. Before we get to that, have you heard about this Joker movie? It's a movie that involves the character from DC. He's called the Joker, and everyone is so excited for it. They just want to see it. And I went to, and I was seeing I was at the movie theater, and I saw a trailer before the movie that was my own movie, and it was a trailer for this self-same movie, The Joker. And in that movie, they say, off the top of my head, they say the Joker is a man who makes lots of people laugh. And I was sitting here in the cinema looking at that flickering silver light, and I thought, oh, what are they making a film about me? I'm glad you're in a good mood tonight, because there's some bad news today from up in our northern cousins. A man from Newcastle was killed in a crazy accident. Hey, come on. A man from Newcastle was killed in a crazy accident. He fell in a snake pit. He threw up on himself. His head exploded, and then his cat died. And I feel sorry for you, buddy. That seems almost half as bad as my date with Demi Moore. Okay. Now, in continental news, yesterday the French Revolution happened. Robespierre and his some rats in the pipes. Robespierre and his wizards invaded their command tower, and they used laser battle technology. I'm confused. I don't know if I'm watching Hogwarts or Lord of the Rings. And that's the kind of programming that you'll be getting tonight. But there's also an important story that I think I should mention briefly. There's the war that, of course, you all know and have been watching on the TV about between Bonezonia and Yunistan. These are two mighty nations. And they're at war, and one of them wants the Olympics, and the other one also wants the Olympics, and there's a stadium in between, and who knows what's going to happen with them. So that's a situation that we'll be reporting on throughout. We're at the kind of Command Post Central over here. And it's a place that you want to be to get all your latest updates and just kind of get a view into the strategy in the minds of the contenders. Now, but with that in mind and bearing in mind the brave loss and sacrifices of our veterans, please welcome, as we do every night, Fruit Turner. Buddy. Howdy.
Hello, Diz.
Hi. Oh, you're full of the vim and the vigor.
By golly, do I feel good.
Ooh. And to what cause do I attribute? To what cause do I attribute this?
I feel like I'm on fire. I'm ready to take on the world.
The whole Dickens of it?
The whole 9 yards.
And what's got you feeling this way?
Life is a road. That road has bumps. Everyone runs into these bumps, whether it's jobs, girlfriends, social lives, Netflix.
Yeah.
But you gotta overcome those bumps.
Yeah.
You gotta overcome the bumps if you want to become.
Most of what you're saying doesn't make much sense.
Oh.
But I'm having a great time, and you just have a winning smile that I respond to. So that's so Fruit's he's in real good cheer, and I'm glad to see him. And I assume that you're also glad to see him, and I think that you're glad to see us.
Diz, I've never been happier to see you in my entire life.
We can get onto that at a later time in the show. But look,
It's a Diz world. We just live in it.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got a special guest here because this is the war between Bonezonia and Yunistan. These troops are on the border.
Of course.
It's serious. And so
how could I forget?
we had to get in a special expert, a special consultant, and it's someone who can tell us what they're doing, and they're also here to tell us about what they're doing. But also they will give us the straight, dope, and skinny. So I'd like all of you to join me in welcoming. Please welcome recently deposed Colonel Seen Missing. Just grab a Colonel, sir. If you just grab you've just got a mic. And I see you've made it in all right, and you've braved the headwinds of the Cape of Good Hope. But firstly, how are you, Colonel? How are you? How's the world?
I'm good.
You're good?
I'm very good.
Yeah.
The world is a good place for me when there is war on, you know?
Yes.
Business is good. Business is good.
Yes. Killing is my business, and business is good.
No, killing jokes are perhaps.
Because he's a comedian.
You make me sick. No.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you're doing well, and your lovely wife Glenda.
Oh, awful.
Oh,
Nice.
Is it the arthritic hips?
Hey, you know, we all have hips that we wish we had better. You know?
Yeah. I've got a left hip that I am not so proud of. But I imagine that she's in not so much pain that it's unmanageable. She's still here.
She crawls.
She crawls, yeah.
She crawls.
I'll bet she does.
Where are you from?
Yes?
Where are you from?
You know, I've been to many places in my times.
What was the first one you went to?
Where were you born specifically?
What is ground zero when it comes to places of birth?
Well, if I were to start with the second place, I'm from New York. And then, you don't need to know the rest.
Oh, is this like New York 2 out in Lithuania? I think they had one of them, or
the original New York, and then New York 2 was the third place I've ever visited.
Oh, so you're even earlier than that. You're maybe in some kind of Chicago 7.
Yeah, it was Chicago 7.
I love that album. We're just having fun. Look, I'm glad to have you, and I'm not sure. So we're still not quite sure on where you're from, but wherever you're from.
It's not necessary. I come to places. I have a boogie, have a party down.
Yeah. You and Paris Hilton.
That's right. Yeah, I helped her and her father on several wars.
I remember the Cola Wars in the 80s, but that was enough about that. Actually, have there been any wars lately that you're keeping an eye on? I mean, what about you? I mean, so you're a war man, I gather. You were you like to kill people and then do strange things with their remains.
Fuck them up.
I get brought in.
Oh, spill, girlfriend.
Okay, all right. I get brought in. I like to consider myself a war consultant. Okay?
Okay.
Like business to business?
Yeah, like how people come in, they get me to come in, they get me to fire some people, to put some people before firing lines,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we have the original rapper over here.
That's me. I rap a little, but in my spare time.
Yeah.
And then there's a couple a few tortures I'm adjacent.
Torture adjacent.
Yeah.
Sounds like my cousin's metal band. Kill blood. Yeah, they sing songs about that. So you've kind of got war on the horizon, but not in your immediate future.
Well, I'm looking for the next big war to bring me on. I tried to get involved in this recent one, but they're pretty full up.
And they had something to do with your national origin?
Well,
What was their connection to your national origin?
Look, we can beat around bush all day.
Oh, I've said that many times to many a Spanish lady.
Nasty.
I helped with Spanish Civil War. We can talk about that.
The Spanish Civil War, or as they call it, the War of 1812-2.
Yes.
Is that where you're from, Spain?
Yes, is that near your place of birth?
geographically is not every place in the world close to another place, you know?
Except eventually you get too far away and you're in freaking Alaska. Come on, yeah.
Why with all these probing about places where I am and am not? You know, where are you from?
What jurisdiction would you say that you fall under?
Jurisdiction.
Yeah. Like what tribunal is best suited to address the things that you have or haven't done?
What's your local council?
Well, my parents were very clever. They saw from the moment I come out, they're like, this kid, you're going to be involved with war.
Yeah.
So they put my place of birth as Moon.
Ah, yes, because as everyone knows, if you die in the moon, you get 2 respawns.
That's right.
Hey, how do you think Buzz Aldrin stayed around all these years? It's not all those protein bars he keeps spruiking on the late night. So look, I'm really glad that you're here, and I think this is kind of a perfect moment for you two. We've got a special report here coming from. This is the conflict between Bonezonia and Yunistan. These are these 2 proud and mighty nations who are they cannot get themselves to agree over who's gonna hold that shot put. Yeah, what do you?
Who's your money
you know,
on?
my gut feeling says Bonzonia's got it, but I really love the other guys. I love going for the underdogs.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like
I get it.
a true karate kid.
Yes. Well, look, with that in mind, we have got a special report that's happening here. It's from our correspondent on the ground here. This is they're in the height, the very middle line, like the DMZ. And can we get Fripp Zipline? He'll be joining us on the phone. Can we patch in Fripp? Say Fripp. You might not be able to hear. So say Fripp. Are you there? This is Fripp.
Yeah, Fripp.
How you doing? Doing, Fripp? This is Diz.
Why'd you send me out here? There's bullets everywhere.
Well, it's a war zone.
Bullets and people bleeding.
Keep down and stop speaking, so I can tell the information in answer to your question. So it's a war zone, which means a lot of guns and quite a bit of noise. And we've sent you there to report and tell us what is the skinny, what is the scoop, what's the price of eggs.
Well, there's a bunch of guys shooting a bunch of other guys. There's bodies everywhere.
Yep.
It's horrible.
That sounds like my in-laws' place.
Like, they don't speak a word of English.
Yeah, sounds like the in-laws.
It's awful.
Alpha Bravo.
So we've just got a request on Alpha Bravo. Now, Colonel Scene missing. Do you have any thoughts? Oh, has he died? Oh, well, there we go. Well, he was just an intern, so we're almost at the start of a new semester now. So that was good. What is your initial thoughts on the situation? So you've heard the gripping rest in peace. Rest in peace.
It's like my primary school photo.
Yeah, except with less guns.
That's right.
Because those primary school photos in Belgrave.
Oh, you think you've got me? No.
I'm a prankster.
No. Hey, I got a question.
Yeah. Oh, yes, I want to hear.
If you're like on like the front lines of the war or whatever, you must get like a lot of like hot babes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Some of the soldiers, they do okay, don't do that. Yeah. Some of the soldiers, they do idolize me. They hear, oh, this is the guy barking the orders, you know, and so they want to get a little close. They want a little bit of kissy. But I always say, you.
Oh yeah, So do they touch these? I mean, these are genuine. These are genuine medals, and they have a wonderful resale value.
What do they mean?
So this one was for my first kiss.
Oh,
my first war kiss.
Yeah. I remember. Yep.
This was most likely to kill many people. In high school. All of these were from high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
This was the first time I saw Star Wars.
Oh.
This came with
Good
that.
movie.
Yeah.
And this one right here, that was a definite war crime, but I forget.
Well, alleged war crime.
Oh, of course. Yes, alleged war crime.
This is we're on a one of those boats that there's no water laws
Does
here.
this go to the police, the UN?
No, it stops at the Tats Lotto on the corner.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah. So look, I am so glad you're here because we're about to get, and this is why we brought you on the show to get the unique the unique look into, and we're getting breaking news and breaking reports live, the unique look into the strategy. Can we bring up the special top shelf quality? This is unique Japanese technology that we've patented from the Japanese, and they know what they're doing. And can we bring it up? This is a special map to show us the conflict, and we want to get Colonel Seen Missing, recently deposed general, to. Can we just bring up? Let's bring up the strategic battle map. There we go. So we're here at the war map, and we'll first, Colonel, just survey it and see what you think.
Having a good look here.
Yeah.
Can I move these?
They will not move.
We want to. The first mistake is they put this school outside. You want this schools to be right in the middle. You know,
right in the middle.
They're the coolest places to fight in schools.
Yeah, yeah. Whoop, the map's moving.
Oh, we moved it.
Here we are.
Oh, there we go.
So now the school is in the middle. That's good.
And it's gone.
Yes.
Now the school's back to the middle.
So now these Bones Only Liberators, they're going to be a big issue in the game of war.
Look, we got to consider how many dogs they have with them.
Yep.
How many do they have?
Hey, you're telling me. Am I right?
4.
Yes.
I mean, this guy doesn't even know what country he's from, let alone dog raising.
I mean, I know, but I don't.
Okay, so the Bonesonians will go up, and I would. Well, it looks like so you're asking for some kind of flip situation here. Yep. And based on your extensive experience as a general, and this is in a country that we're yet to ascertain, so you would say that the hospital throws bombs at Putin.
That's right.
Or not Putin. Not Putin. And then there's 2 freedom fighters and the liberators, and they.
I'm interested with this second front down near the sick and elderly. Am I seeing that right?
Yep, sick and elderly. Yep.
Down there?
Yep.
Yeah. They can get scrappy. They can get scrappy when they're on the front
the sick
line.
can, because they get crusty. All their open sores. Well, let's look. End all sound effects. Let's get rid of this war map and this dumb bullshit. I don't care about this because it's time. It's time for it. And I am so glad that you are here. It's time for a very special top shelf war game.
Oh.
It's a war game and it's called Strategy Challenge. All right. So let's just let's just get a little bit of Strategy Challenge sounds while I get the game set up. Just hold on now.
Okay.
So you had a good day, or?
Yes, like I was saying, I had a good day. My wife crawled to the kitchen to cook a nice little.
All right, shut up. So we've got, and if we could get a close-up angle on our battle board here today. So we all know the rules of Strategy Challenge. The rules are obvious, and only a child would not know them. So we're going to enter our play square here, and I've got the magical chips, and they're going to be playing. So round 1, and so Colonel Seen Missing as Colonel. This is a higher rank. You have the right to go. So your scenario, I've got your assignment scenario before I roll the chips, and you are air invading a country of people with big butts. A group of bad men with gun points them and banging is at you. The moat is on fire. Now I'm going to show you your roll. Okay. Now give me your dimmy.
That's good.
All right. So I'm going to spindle across the river. Okay. Then we're going to attack formation, eagle landing, underneath, and boomachigi.
Roll with the side main tank. Now, you get a chance to do your responsal call in response to his strong showing. So you've got your scenario.
Okay.
You're at a birthday party at a naughty person's house. You have a big stick and are looking at the naughty person. The naughty person is called Daniel. Let's get your roll.
Okay. Okay. So
Spaniel's on 8. So let's just take a look.
I think I've got a triangle formation here.
Yeah.
And then I can
3 sides.
I can actually build a second fortress, and that would actually allow me to poke Daniel directly with the stick.
All right, let's see your double rollings.
Come on.
And a turnaround Shazam. Now now the heat is on Colonel Seen Missing. This is the Colonel who. This is Colonel. He's. I presume that you have felt the warm blood of a recently slain expecting mother.
That's right. Yeah. Was that the question? Or
no, sorry. That's just a bit of tidbits information for your fans, and they can follow you at the Twitter address on the screen right now. So now this is yours.
Blood. Let's go.
Now my sister spoke to me yesterday. She told me I had to put away my toys before Mum got home and beat us up. I threw a waffle iron at my sister and she destroyed me. Now what's your responsible call?
All right. I roll to see if I have toaster.
Toaster for sure. Okay, let's let's get a round of applause. Come on, don't be a sore loser.
Fucking hate losers.
Oh, come on. Wow. I mean,
rise for the national anthem of your
yep.
understanding.
Sorry. You understand? I always get a bit teary at anthems. It's yeah. A lot of good men.
Those poor people. Those poor people.
Yeah. So who's? I think the score currently is 6-7, and you understand. Look, they may be small. They may be the underdogs. But who says the underdog shouldn't be crushed beneath the boot? Because we want those fresh tomato seeds that they keep in their country. So I guess the war rages still. Probably will never end. But I like to think that we've done our small part with the consultancy services of our special friends and those who love us and those who grant us safe passage through this valley of life. Please welcome out our guest. If ever a guest is delivered, this one's delivered like the frickin' mailman in July because he's given us some great war room advice and advice on his storied career through a series of countries that we even if we wanted to name, we couldn't because we just can't figure it out. So please welcome him out. Let's do you have any last things to plug?
You two boys. I tell you what, if I ever get sent to go kill you two, I'll do it quickly.
Give me the old French hello, Yeah, okay, all right. Well, let's get you off. You can stand up and you can move, and then you put the mic. Yeah, please. Okay. All right. Well. Yeah. Of course, he's missing. Now you're all ginned up and you're ready to go, and Fruit, you just look like the cat's meow. How you feel?
I'm so excited. I love war.
Yeah. What'd you think of our guest?
He is such a cool guy. I think I want to be like him. I'm really inspired right now, and I want to follow in his footsteps. How am I gonna do it?
I think you get out there, you grab yourself some kind of improvised explosive device, and just figure out what ideology kind of suits you. Maybe you don't like all of those people.
I don't like anyone.
Well, this sounds like a recipe for success. All right, get out of here. Come on.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, sir. All right. All right. We have had a blinder, haven't we, gang? We have really let go for our Southern Star. I won't say much tonight. We enjoyed the visit of Colonel Seen Missing. He provided great advice. We played a lot of games, and we maybe even solved a little bit of crisis in our time. You know what the Olympics means to me? It means it's a special event more special than every other event. It's an event that I like to call the International 400-meter hug. And it's where everyone just gets on the way they should. Our guest next week is Ram Das. He'll be telling us how to make a real smooth dovetail join. Because larch is not like other woods, I'll tell you that for free. This has been Top Shelf Quality Productions presents Top Shelf Quality's Late Night Live tonight. I'm Diaz. I'll check you later. My name's Diz, and we welcome you to the show.